rises on this side, which is beautiful in the morning. And we kind of get this pink sky here almost every morning in Florianópolis. And more than once they've actually broken into the apartment and stolen some bananas because I haven't shut and locked the windows properly. Here, this is actually a jacuzzi. A lot of Brazilians were telling me the Brazilian way is to walk around to the neighborhoods you want to live in, go to the buildings that you like, and start clapping. When you order Uber Eats, for example, the driver will come outside to the parking lot wherever you live and just clap to signal that he's there. So, I live in this apartment in southern Brazil with just under 1 gigabit a second internet, monkeys for neighbors, and this amazing view for just over $500 a month. And when you enter the apartment, you go through this really nice garden with a bunch of exotic plants. And here is the apartment. Got the bathroom right here, nothing special to see there. But as you can see, I have a very nice view from my desk of the main lagoon in the area here in Florianópolis. So while working, I can sometimes see monkeys swinging from the trees here, which is a pretty unique experience. And despite all of that, I have here the fastest internet I've ever had in my life. I have about 800 or 900 megabits download speed, which is crazy. And it's very stable too, which is probably not what you expect from an apartment in the woods like this in Brazil. On this side is the kitchen. It's a bit small, but I've learned to work with it and I still cook every day. Here, this is actually a jacuzzi that the owner put in, but then realized it didn't really make sense to run a jacuzzi when it's this warm here in Brazil. So I guess they just refashioned this into a bed, which is nice. I kind of use that as a couch because I can't really fit sleeping there. Also have the main bed right here. And the funny thing here in Brazil, I have yet to find a bed that fits me. I'm a pretty tall guy, I'm 190 centimeters. So usually in the beds here, my feet are always dangling off the edge like this. Pretty annoying. So I usually sleep diagonally on here. But next apartment, I'm for sure getting my own bed. Next to the bed, I just have some dip bars. These are pretty nice when you're, sitting at your desk all day. It's nice to get up every now and then, bust out some rows or some dips, kind of like to prevent your shoulders from rounding and messing up your back. And yeah, I pretty much furnished this place from the ground up. I mean, sure, the bed was there. The desk came with the apartment as well, and the kitchen was, kind of already like that. But for example, I installed a microwave, and of course, the crown jewel of the apartment, the balcony. Such a beautiful view here. And this, I guess it's sort of like a condominium I live in, which has its own garden. And of course, pay a condominium fee here. They take care of the garden. There's a bunch of exotic birds here, a lot of monkeys. And the monkeys are pretty smart. They know how to open windows and they're not scared of humans at all. So I've actually come home to the apartment a couple of times and seen like banana peels around, which means that a monkey came in and stole my bananas. It's actually happened more than once. So that's pretty funny. But here I have a nice little table. I usually sit here in the morning, drink some yerba mate, chimarrão as they call it here, and have a great sunrise view here. The sun rises on this side, which is beautiful in the morning. And we kind of get this pink sky here almost every morning in Florianópolis, which is such a nice way to start the day, honestly. And of course, we're in Brazil, so have to have a hammock. Best investment I ever made. A lot of hours spent in this thing. And just some other stuff crammed in the corner there, since there's not really a lot of storage in this apartment, but we make it work. Also have a grill right here, which I'll sometimes take out, usually on Sundays, have some friends over, a little barbecue on Little barbecue on the balcony. Can't go wrong with that. Since I'm working on my startup condo queue, which helps real estate agents buy and sell more condo deals, and I'm building a freelance career in software, I needed a place to hunker down for a few months, focus on business, with few distractions that was in nature. And I found this gorgeous apartment here in Brazil that fits all this criteria. So this apartment is a bit in the forest, but has this amazing view, and there's a lot of exotic birds flying around here. You'll see a lot of monkeys hopping around. Quick note about the monkeys here is they're very smart, and they're not really afraid of humans. So they can actually open some windows, and more than once they've actually broken into the apartment and stolen some bananas because I haven't shut and locked the windows properly. So that's honestly pretty funny and a very unique experience of living here. So I pay 2,800 reais a month, which is around $560, and I pay another $40 to $60 on utilities depending on how much I run the AC. Now, finding apartments here in Brazil is a bit tricky, especially here in Florianópolis, where there's a lot of seasonality. So I was looking for an apartment during Carnival, which is like the biggest holiday here in Brazil, and especially here in Florianópolis, which is a big tourist destination. So it's quite hard to find apartments. A lot of Brazilians were telling me the Brazilian way is to walk around to the neighborhoods you want to live in, go to the buildings that you like, and start clapping. Because here a lot of places don't have doorbells, so people kind of clap instead of ringing doorbells. When you order Uber Eats, for example, the driver will come outside to the parking lot wherever you live and just clap to signal that he's there. And it's very weird now that I talk about it, but it works. Like I always hear the clap, even if I have headphones on. I've never missed a clap. Now I tried clapping my way to an apartment, but I found it was just way too time consuming. So I decided to go on OLX, which is pretty much the Brazilian Craigslist, and there are some rentals there. But during Carnival, for example, which is when I was looking, there's not really a lot of stuff on there. But I did manage to find this place and decided to go for it. Now, whichever way you go with the clapping or going online, you're gonna need at least a basic level Portuguese. At least here in Florianópolis, the landlords you're gonna interact with, it's gonna have to be in Portuguese. Now, overall, it's been a very unique experience living here with the hummingbirds and the monkeys, and the fastest internet I've had in my entire life, which is crazy given where I'm living. So I've definitely been able to use this period to focus on work, having a little bit of fun on the weekends, and just enjoying and relaxing in nature from the balcony. So if you come to Florianópolis and you'd like to rent this place, it's actually available as a short-term rental as well. Leave a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to connect you with the owner. So that's it for this video. Thank you and see you in the next one.